Good evening, UP Sports family. It is Friday, and we are here, Friday Night Frenzy. Dave Cesefske, Connor Sturgill. Connor, we've seen a lot of crazy things.
A little bit.
I'm not talking about the weather. We've seen some quadruple overtime games, some buzzer beaters, some dunks. What's the best thing you've seen so far?
Today or this whole week? I mean, there's been a lot of memorable moments. I mean, we had another 1,000-point score the other night. I mean, there was that quadruple overtime. Some guys making, no pun intended, highlight level plays with dunks, some crazy buzzer beaters, like you said. But I mean, just the fact that there's always back and forth, and like for most of the games, until it gets to midway through the fourth quarter, there's no real determined winner for a lot of these games, which makes it more entertaining for us and shows just how talented everyone is up here.
Well, possibly some dunks here in this highlight. We'll get right to it. Hematites hosting the Miners first quarter. Alex Sundberg is going to find Preston Gauthier, who drops it in for the bucket. Miners, though, with a quick answer. Brody Bell finds Ty Jacobson underneath. One bounce up and good. Hematites D now this time. Jace Kipling shot out of a canning with the steal. And Houston, we got liftoff up for the slam. More of that young man, though, that I was talking about, Jacobson. Again, he'll flex the pick and roll here. Good position, up and good. That's a nice move. Already seen a dunk. Why not a buzzer beater? Sundberg, time winding down, launches it nothing but the bottom. That was good. This game was all tied up after 3. We head to the 4th. Sundberg drives, improves the bank, does stay open late sometimes on Fridays. Sometimes. Crazy sequence here. Check this out. Johnson's shot misses. Battle. Somehow Jacobson grabs it behind the back, up, count that baby, and the foul. He hit the free throw. But Ishpeming with big shots. They were hitting big shots. Ishpeming late. This one right in your living room. Sundberg finds Gauthier for the dagger triple. Hematites somehow hold off the Miners late, 50-46.
All right.
Check out these names. Blue Bolts and Purple Hornets. First quarter, Bolts, A.J. Dotto through the heart of the defense, up and good. Amos Norland's turn with the bunny off the glass like he's done it before, Connor.
All right.
Purple Hornets turn. Braden Lee, strong to the hole, using the left, goes to the right and puts it in somehow. We got a wet ball alert. Hornets, Dean Magaragi, splash from deep.
All right.
Valentine's Day coming up. Dotto, don't care. Knife through the heart of the defense with the reverse. Then Norland again fakes left, goes right, up and good. Hornets trying to keep it close. James Stein, Lonzo Ball style with the triple.
Shot.
But
too much, don't fix it.
Too much from Dotto, though. Another triple. Dollar Bay wins this one 60-51. We got some scores here for you as well. Sheboygan loses 41-54 to the Rudyard Bulldogs, and Pickford Panthers 56-45. Connor?
All right, and I'll take it over from here. The Lake Leonu St. Mary Lakers beat the Cedarville Islanders 69-60, and the Stevenson Eagles beat the Kearney Natal Wolves 53-37. And we got some more boys basketball as the Gwen Model Towners host the Iron Mountain Mountaineers. And they played a tight one at Iron Mountain a couple weeks ago. Final seconds of the third quarter, Shafar Evans unable to get it, but he gets a second chance and then even a third one at the buzzer to put it back up and in to cut that lead in for the Gwen Model Towners. On to the 4th, same score, only down by 5. But Joey Kolovecki looking like the big fundamental. Tim Duncan with the bank shot to put them up 7.
Old school.
Model Towers turn to respond. And off the inbound pass, Evans with the and one fired up. No gun the free throw, so a 5-point game once again. But here come the Mountaineers, and it's going to be Oscar Kangas with the drive and layup up and in for the Mountaineers. And another possession for Iron Mountain, and this time it's going to be Kangas again, banging it down low as the young man goes off the glass for another 2 points. And I guess we can learn a thing or two from these guys, Mountaineers, because they say sharing is caring. I guess we need to kind of work on that maybe a little bit, Dave, because now up and in for a different team as Kangas gets the dish, and the Mountaineers win 53-37. And now let's head down the road where the Jeffers Jets are taking on the Republic Michigami Hawks. Opening tip-off of the game is won by the Jets. And they waste no time going to work as Levi Fram lets it go from the triple and nails it. Hawks possession now. And it's a battle of the sophomores as it's going to be Fisher Raisin with the nice little creating space for the short-range jumper to cut it to 1. 5 minutes to go, all tied up. But the old guys now getting in on it as it's going to be Johnny Schutz with the basket, and that's 2 points for them. And any good team, you got to let the young guy clean up for the older guys as Fram gets the board and then finds Andrew Kinnunen for the triple from the corner. And I mean, if you call the Jets, you got to play fast, because the runway is cleared for Lance Heinonen to take off for the easy layup. And you can never go wrong with a little bit of defensive highlights, as it's going to be Fram once again this way coming away with the steal, and he's going to find Heinonen once again for another Jets layup. And the Jeffers Jets make it 7 straight with a 67-25 win over the Hawks. And some more boys scores for you. The Sault Ste. Marie Blue Devils get a big win against the Brindley Bays, 92-63. And the Westwood Patriots get another win on the road, being the Emeralds. And then the Big Bay Denok Black Bears get a win against Mackinac Island, 48-38. And the Wakefield Cardinals beat Ontonagon, 71-39.
Kind of the young guys setting up the older guys. Maybe we can learn something there.
A little bit. I mean, sharing is caring, as Kangas did there. And I want to say that it's Levi, not Levi's. He's not a pair of jeans or anything like that, so I apologize for him. But he is a star sophomore. Republic Michigami put up a good fight early there. Yeah. But, I mean, the Jets are a very talented team. I mean, and Jace Kipling with that nice dunk hanging on the rim. Thank God there wasn't any college officials. They probably tee that up, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, but we loved seeing it live as well. We've seen a couple dunks so far this season, but we got some more highlights coming up.
That's right, and as Dave said, we got plenty more to show you when Friday Night Frenzy returns after the break.
We're back.
We're back. We're still here.
Connor, we're still here. We've got some more basketball for you. Connor, give me a player who impressed you tonight.
Jace Kipling looked great. Shafar Evans for Gwyn was very impressive in my eyes. I mean, you can't go along with the sophomore Levi Fram from Jeffers.
Well, one of the guards that impressed me tonight, Ella Mason. Let's get straight to these highlights. Negaunee girls taking selfies and taking on the Hematites. Who doesn't love a good doubleheader? Miners, Alyssa Hill doing her thing early on, gets position, gets the pass, and cashes it in on a Friday payday. Ella Mason now backs her defender down, turn, and beautiful move. It's good. Hematites trying to hang on to this one. Olivia Karp, good position up, and that's good. Next possession, Jenna Maki uses a screen off glass and good, and then the Miners started lighting it up from deep. There's one for Mason. A second triple by their senior, Lily Nelson, way beyond the arc. And for good measure, Nelson says, why not again? Calling for it, and she buries another triple from deep. That's Steph Curry out there. Miners deadly from deep as they win this one, Connor, 55-35. Alyssa Hill doing her thing with 14 points. Here's some more scores. Connor, take it away.
All right, the Sault Ste. Marie Blue Devils make it a sweep in their doubleheader as the girls beat the Brindley Bays 72-35, and the Lake Leonu St. Mary Lakers beat Cedarville 62-36. And moving right along, the Big Bay Denok Black Bears also get a win in their doubleheader, 54-36 against Mackinac Island, and the Westwood Patriots get a win against Manistee, 61-37. And our final scores of the night: the Florence Bobcats beat Forest Park 51-29, and the Lodz Purple Hornets with a big win against Ironwood, 41-36. Well, Dave, exciting night. A lot of good energy, a lot of different plays. No game was really the same. You had the Miners hitting all those threes, the Mountaineers kind of banging it down low. So, I mean, what really stood out to you out of all these games?
Honestly, I'm really seeing a lot. You've seen those teams that are really coming together, right? We've talked about Calumet on the girls' side, right? Houghton. We have Westwood here for the boys. Iron Mountain's been doing their thing, which is kind of crazy because they lost arguably the best player that's ever come to the UP, right? And they've had a couple of young guys step up for them. But I'm really looking at Negaunee right now. Ella Mason, she's a sophomore, but she's running the point like she's a senior. Got a lot of leadership around that team, so it's going to be good.
All right, well, what even makes it better is all the fans that show out. And don't forget, we want to decide who's the best student section here in the UP, so be sure to send photos and videos of that. But we'll wait for that moment to come around. Have a great night and an amazing weekend, and thank you for joining us on Friday Night Frenzy. Thank you so much for watching Friday Night Frenzy on ABC 10.
And follow us on Twitter at ABC10 UP Sports. And while you're at it, give me and Connor a follow as well.
And if you want to stay up to date on all the sports news of the Upper Peninsula, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page.